Good Vachshvat, everyone. Gavriel Jacknin here. Welcome to BJC Halacha A number 1260. Halacha A keeps the Yetzer Hara Away. Continuing with the laws of ribis, interest, and we're dealing with rabbinical violations. Here we go. An object that has a set price may not be sold at a higher price because the seller is willing to wait for payment. So he says here on the bottom, charging for delaying payment is ribis. So the guy says, don't worry, take your time, because he knows the price is going to go up. That is a problem, assuming it was an object that normally has a fixed price. But an object that has no set price, then even though were he to give him the money now, he would give it to him for less, and in return for waiting for the money, he charges him slightly more. Nevertheless, it is permitted, provided he does not charge him too much. And says one of the opinions, the Chavas Deos, that what does too much mean? Is a sixth or more above the accepted price. For then it is obvious to everyone that it is in return for awaiting payment that he is charging more. So again, if it's not necessarily a fixed price, then you can charge a little more. So he says here on the bottom, because there's no set price. The higher price may be considered just that, a higher price, and not a charge for awaiting payment. So just clear that it just went up. Listen, bagels now are $10, not $8. All right. And even if he charges only slightly more, but he explicitly states, quote, if you pay me immediately, then you can have it for 10, but if you want it on credit, you must pay me 11, then that's going to be a problem. This is prohibited. Similarly, if the buyer buys the goods at a higher price in return for the seller waiting for payment, in order to sell it immediately at a loss and to have ready cash available for a certain period of time, this also is prohibited. Says footnote number 20, in effect, the buyer eventually pays a higher price to the seller for the opportunity to obtain immediate cash by selling the goods to a third party at a lower price. Although the cash came from a third party and the higher payment goes to the seller, nevertheless, this is prohibited. So there you go. Complex halachas we are learning right now. So you're welcome to ask your local Orthodox rabbi for more explanation or review or PM me, and we'll learn it together. Thanks for listening to Sponsor Halacha. 36,100 for the gold. See you tomorrow.